All right. I know you guys come here all the time just to see if I'm going to bring some crazy stuff out on the table. That's what this video is about. Last year, I was able to grab some pretty sweet bottles. I did pay secondary on a couple of them, but it's because I've been chasing them for so long. I'm tired of chasing them and I buckled. One of them is a bottle that I will not share with anybody. It's a lot of people already know what that is just by me saying that, because people have gotten wind of what I've gotten and wanted to sample, wanted to try it. I will not share it. It'll be the one bourbon bottle that I don't share with anybody. And we're going to save that bottle for last because that's my all-time unicorn. And I'm really excited about it. But last year, before the year ended, I was still, on the pages and everything, trying to find, pours that you normally can't get. Allocated, hard to find stuff that a lot of people know about. So I pulled 4 bottles off my shelf from this last year that I picked up that I've really enjoyed and wanted to feature. Doesn't mean they're necessarily a 2025 product. I just got them last year. So we'll go with number 1. I grabbed this off the shelf. It's an Old Fitzgerald Bottled and Bond 10-year. They make, there's all sorts of different Old Fitz is out there. This one is the spring 2024 release. I freaking love this bottle. Wasn't a huge Heaven Hill fan come a year ago. I've really come around. Larceny Barrel Proof stuff has really gotten me into it, and that it made me start trying stuff like Old Fitz and Elijah Craig stuff. So this is fantastic. The 10 year is really good. I have a 9 and an 8 and a 7. To me, I really like the 8. The 9's pretty good. 9's really good. The 7, I can't wait for that to be an everyday shelfer. I love it. I've gone through a couple bottles of that last year. It's just super, super good. It's a good bottle to bring out to family for them to try. Different people getting into bourbon, that Old Fitz 7 is really good. But this unicorn is a Old Fitz 10. I really enjoy it. Cool decanter, glass, I think it's glass top. Yep. Super cool, super old looking. I really enjoy it. Yeah. I think I did pay secondary on that, but a buddy of mine he was about to post it, and it was up to here on the fill level, and I want to say I paid I think it was like I think it was 200 shipped to my door. I probably overpaid a little bit. I don't know what MSRP is, but I know I paid over a little bit, but I really wanted it and I really wanted to try it. And that was a good option to have a bottle that I can't every day have because it was open and it lost value. So I did buy this open, got it from a buddy of mine. I really, really like it. The second bottle is one that, you gotta tater out. You gotta cave in and get yourself a BTAC, So ever since getting into bourbon, rye, whatever, I've always wanted this bottle because I've had a few of the different years releases and it's just good. So I saved up money, sold a few bottles just so I can buy this one bottle, and I finally did it, and it did not disappoint. This is the good old Thomas Handy 2025. For those of you who don't know, this is a straight rye whiskey, barrel proof, uncut and filtered. This year's batch is 129.8 proof. As you can tell, I've drank only a little bit of it. I've only shared it with 2 or 3 people, but it is fantastic. This is a very good rye. I want to say I paid $3.80 shipped for it, and I know that's expensive, but it's a bottle I was really wanting, and since I've gotten into bourbon rye a few years ago, I've been wanting this bottle bad. So I caved and I bought it on secondary. So there's that. Such a good bottle. All right, the last 2, damn straight that I can't make a video without featuring turkey in a unicorn bottle video. So with that, no surprise here. I have all the other Master's Keeps. I got Beacon. So Wild Turkey Master's Keeps Beacon comes in a pretty damn cool box like this. Opens up, boom, there's your bottle. And then you can pull it, I think hopefully it's easier. There you go. So it pulls out, you got a badass looking bottle. Beacon this year is the Master's Keep. This bottle is unbelievable. To me, this might make it in a video a little later. You'll see what I mean. This bottle is incredible. 2025 release. That thing is nuts. What a way to end the Master's Keep series. Wow. That thing tastes like dusty turkey, and it is freaking phenomenal. And when I say dusty turkey, I do not mean cold cuts at the grocery store. I mean dusty wild turkey juice. Freaking good. And when I say juice, I don't mean Welch's grape juice. I mean 101 8-year authentic style wild turkey bourbon. It tastes like old school bourbon. It is freaking good. I love this bottle. I can't even say anything bad about this bottle. It's just freaking incredible. Yeah, fantastic. So I'll put that back in the box. But of course that has to make it in here. And then told you guys I splurged on a bottle I've really been wanting bad. I tried it in Kentucky with a buddy of mine, and we got super lucky. We went into Cox and Evergreen's liquor stores down in, I think we were in downtown Louisville, Kentucky, and they told us they were having, I think it was half price pours that day on Wednesdays, I think. I don't know. Half price pours on one of the days. We got in there and there's half price pours going on. So I saw the bottle on the shelf and I thought, no effing way. This is going to be expensive as hell. So I look at the menu. It says $50 for a 1 ounce pour. I'm like, damn, dude. Like, that's my unicorn bottle. I would love to try it. They hadn't told me yet that it was half off. So I know at $25 even at an ounce, that's like, I feel like I'm talking about drugs, but $25 for an ounce of what I'm about to show you is pretty damn good. So looking at that, I'm like, hey, how much, what are you guys going on today? What's the special? They had some menus that were showing like, oh, ask about our specials and stuff. So I asked them, and it is a liquor store with a bar in it that you can try anything that's at the bar. Well, this bottle is sitting there, and I paid $25 for 1 ounce. And I tried the same bottle a couple years back, and I remember just, holy cow, that is unbelievable. It's some of the best whiskey bourbon I've ever had. So I know I've hyped this up in a few sentences, but this is Wild Turkey Generations. A lot of you may not know what this is, but this bottle is freaking cool as all get out. So you can see the 3 signatures on the front. You got Eddie, Bruce, and Jimmy Russell's signatures on the front. It shows underneath that it's a 2023 limited release. It's at 120.8 proof. And then you turn the back, and on the back you got this top feather. So you got these feathers that are on the back that are embossed. On that back top feather, it says 1954 Jimmy Russell begins employment at Anderson County Distilling Co., which will later be Wild Turkey. 1981, Eddie Russell begins work as relief operator at Wild Turkey. That's that middle one. And then down here is Bruce Russell, so the grandson. 2015, Bruce Russell begins as brand ambassador for Wild Turkey. I got to personally meet Jimmy and Bruce, and I have a Turkey 101 8-year that's signed by both of them. I was super stoked. This bottle is super, super cool. The reason why there's those 3 signatures and the 3 feathers on the back is because each generation took a handful of barrels that they liked, some ranging from 7 all the way up to 15. So each one of them chose a few barrels and they made this big blend. This big blend, I think, yielded about 2,500 bottles in general for 2023. That's it. It never was made again. 2,500 bottles. You can fact check me on that. I'm 90% sure I'm right. I might be off by a little bit, but I'm pretty sure the number is 2,500 or 2,500 bottles was yielded. There's juice from 7 to 15 years old in this blend, and each generation had picked 2 or 3 barrels, and then it goes down to, let's say Jimmy chooses 3 barrels, and then Eddie chooses 3 barrels, and then Bruce chooses 3 barrels. They blend all of that, whether it be mega old juice at 15 or 7. They blended all that, and boom, here you go. So that's why it's called Generations, because each generation had a hand in making this possible. Just like the Master's Keep bottles, it's the same bottle design, except your cork on the top is just a standard cork. Not standard. I say standard, but like it's like a standard Master's Keep cork without saying Master's Keep on the top. It is still heavy and has that wood grain through it. But dude, this bottle is unbelievable. I paid way too much, but good God, man, it's so good. Oh, here you go. On the neck, it says right here, blend of hand-selected 9, 12, 14, and 15-year-old bourbons. See, I thought there were 7 in here, so I'm wrong. So 9, 12, 14, and 15-year-old bourbon in here. That's freaking sweet. And this is basically a small batch by definition. So super cool, non-chill filtered. It is freaking incredible. I won't share this bottle with anybody. This is the bottle that I've been chasing for a very long time. And my hype got up even higher when I was able to try it at Cox and Evergreen liquor stores in Louisville, Kentucky. And it just drove a passion in me to, we need this bottle, and this needs to be the special bottle. So I've only had 1 or 2 sips out of this, and I put it in a display case for all my Wild Turkey stuff, and it's going to be the special time during life open bottle that I go to. It's not going to be an everyday sipper. It's not going to be one I share with anybody. It's going to be my own bottle, because that's my unicorn. That's what I've been chasing. That and a 1998 Wild Turkey 101 8-year, if you've seen one of those in the liters. That'd be sweet. But yeah, this is my favorite bottle. If I could kill my whole whiskey selection and only have that, sign me up. I would obviously want more than 1 bottle of this to eliminate all mine, but this is my favorite bottle of all time. So super happy to have it. It will be a special times in life only bottle, but it's freaking fantastic. So just wanted to show you guys these 4 bottles and kind of highlight them. I know that they're not kind of, this one's definitely a unicorn, but these are really hard to get. A lot of people locally, don't have access to just grabbing these kind of things. And some of these were definitely acquired on national pages and trading or selling bottles that I have at home so I can make up money to buy things. So yeah, I'm open as a book when it comes to that kind of stuff. I know a lot of people on YouTube and doing bourbon reviews don't always share that they get on national pages and they do pay those secondary prices. But when you really want something like a Generations that you just can't ask 14 buddies, hey, do you have this? Because they're not going to have it. That's when it comes in handy, So, see what I did there? It comes in handy. But, yeah. Just so cool. Like, even just sitting here talking about it, it's really cool that I even own that now. So, super, super cool. I'm still in shell shock about it, and I got it like a month ago. So, super awesome. And just wanted to go over these things with you guys. I know I've been kind of quiet, and I don't mean to be. Just life happens, and I want to make some videos for you, so we got a lineup coming for you. I'm gonna try and do 1 video a week, like I've been trying to do in the past. I'm gonna pick up the pace, and we're gonna try and get a video a week going for you guys. So, new phone, new camera going on right now. We're using the cell phone, so hopefully the quality and everything comes out well. The audio sounds good, and you guys can see a little bit better, and it doesn't look like a horrible AI animation video. So appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along for the ride and seeing what I got to say, especially because I nerd out about this kind of stuff and I love talking about it. So if you guys have questions, hit me up in the comments below. If you have any questions about the bottles I have up here, I'd be happy to help or look into it. And if you got factual information that you wanted to let me know about these, if I got something wrong on it, on any of these bottles, definitely let me know. I like to learn, so don't be a dick about it, but open to learning for sure. And I like hearing from you guys, and I like talking about whiskey and bourbon and all that stuff. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. But Swift Pours is out. See you guys. Bye.